What's up, Parrot Heads? Welcome to Coming Monday, a podcast about Jimmy Buffett, where we dive into the myth, the mirth, and the music of James William Buffett, one song at a time. I'm your host, Mike Postolakis, and with me is Caleb Big Spliff McCraw.
What's up, Mike?
How's it going, buddy?
I am super excited to be here.
I called you Big Spliff, but you've never.
I don't know what a spliff is.
It's like a joint.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not a wacky tobacco guy, right?
no, I am not. I like to keep things on the straight and narrow.
Have you ever done it?
No,
Wow, that's crazy.
maybe like in high school, like once. But I
Okay,
don't
here
remember.
goes the story's already changing.
No, I haven't. Well, really not. I haven't.
High school's the worst time to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I as a stoner, I'm a firm believer that young people probably shouldn't smoke weed.
yeah. I'm not way. Somebody who's
No offense, Aiden.
bit of a booze bag. Like I was like, I don't think young people should drink either. It's not good for you.
But weed's such like a chill. I mean, it is like God's gift to 40-plus-year-old men.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It seems like something that would rule. Like if you were like, if like when you hear about stories about people who are like, oh yeah, my knee really hurts and I smoke weed. I'm like, that sounds like it'd be awesome. Because
it also sounds like they're just using the knee as an excuse.
yeah,
that's crazy.
true.
It's not helping your knee at all.
Well, I mean, they said it's like a pain. It relaxes like pain and stuff.
I guess so.
I've heard a lot of like ex-athletes say they use weed and stuff for like
Ricky
pain.
Williams. Ricky Williams was
First
like,
of all, Ricky Williams was an amazing athlete, and if we're gonna try and use that as a detractor to weed, that's
no,
not
I'm
a
not
good
at all.
idea.
I'm a big Ricky
You want a
Williams
Heisman trophy?
defender. I mean, that guy got railroaded.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I literally said that the other day to somebody. I was like, Ricky Williams. I remember when I was a kid, I got told so much. They were like, Ricky Williams is a bad guy,
Yeah, not at all.
and literally. He's the only person who was not hitting his wife or like running people over with his car drunk.
Yeah, and it's like not even that far removed from weed, like being legal and
Yeah.
other stuff. That's wild. That guy got so, and you know, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. It looks like he might like the island music.
Yeah.
So Ricky Williams, if you're listening,
If
I
you
mean,
care to be on the pod,
yeah,
feel free to
please.
let us know. Also, I think you're the greatest college football player ever. That's my hot take.
no, he's pretty good. No,
Aiden, what's so funny?
you know who was amazing and it didn't work out, and I think weed was involved. Maurice Claret from Ohio
Maurice
State.
Claret.
My
My brother's
brother's
a big Maurice Claret guy.
He was so good, and that just fell apart. So
Oh, it fell apart quick. He got drafted when he was like 19, didn't he?
yeah, because remember he had that whole thing of like
Yeah,
he sued them,
Yeah, he sued him.
which I also agreed with him on that. It's like, yeah, you should be allowed to go and
whatever you
play,
want, yeah.
but then he just couldn't keep it together.
He couldn't keep it together, yeah. Yeah, but I think Ricky Williams, though, like in terms of longevity, just like for 4 years, I mean, he was the best running back in football. And I mean, when you watch those videos of him from that time period, when he was at Texas, obviously when he was in the NFL, he was amazing. But dude, at Texas,
Yeah, Texas
it's
is
like
good.
everybody else is like walking through molasses. I mean,
Yeah.
he's going so fast.
Yeah, it's like have you ever seen like old videos of Jim Brown?
Yeah.
That guy was playing a different game.
Oh yeah, or like Lawrence Taylor.
Well, that was a different.
He was playing a completely different game.
It wasn't on the wacky tobacco. I'll tell you that. Might have been on a few other things. Do you ever remember the movie, the Oliver Stone movie, Any Given Sunday?
Yes.
Have you ever seen that? That movie
that's
has
a good movie.
aged amazing.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Because when it came out, I don't think we knew how the NFL functioned.
Yeah.
And so people were like, this is outlandish and crazy and provocative for just to be provocative. No, I think that guy was right on the money.
Oh yeah, that one's one. And have you ever read the book Ball 4?
Oh yeah, that's a great book.
That's a good book. Yeah, I can't remember who wrote that.
Jim something. He was a catcher,
a pitcher,
right?
yeah. He was a pitcher or a catcher. But he did something like that. But I remember that's another book where he wrote that in like, if you've never read it, he wrote it in like the 60s. And it was a real first like peek behind at professional sports of like, yeah, these guys aren't like chewing bubble gum and drinking pop. Like it's like they got some real wacky stuff
Which
going on.
three of us is going to be the first to write the tell-all for coming Monday?
Ooh, I could see that being Aiden. I'll be
Classic move of the producer.
in 10 years you'll be dead and I'll be too drunk. So
In that case, will you elaborate a little bit for me? Make me seem a lot cooler.
I got you.
So we're doing this song Jamaica Mistaica right now while Jamaica's getting hammered.
Yeah, that's true.
So shout out to all our Jamaicans. I've always wanted to go to Jamaica.
I've always have to. I've never been. I've only ever seen Jamaica in movies and documentaries, and every time I'm like, God, it seems so cool.
You know, a great movie is how's it called? It's a famous like Jamaican crime movie from
The
the
Harder
70s.
They Come.
Yeah,
Boom.
that's a good movie.
Jimmy Cliff.
That's a good picture, man. Have you ever seen that one?
It's amazing. I got that right, wasn't it?
I have not, but I was gonna say, of course, Caleb got the movie.
I love movies. I just love media. I consume media at a dangerous rate. We've been over this before. I know almost every song that will come on the radio.
Going from Frasier to Jamaican crime movies to.
There's not that many like Jamaican movies. Those movies set. in
I'm sure
Jamaica.
there is. I'm
But
sure
I
they had
mean-
their own.
Yeah, they have their own. But like, there's not that many like I guess famous ones because you'd think like with that
That's
many.
definitely the most famous.
Yeah, how many famous people there are from Jamaica? You'd think there'd be like I guess a larger like.
Well, I will be getting a lot of the details of this wrong, but do you know the story of like, what's that famous record company down there? I don't know anything. I really I wish we could. I can't wait for Neuralink to happen so we can see
Give me some details.
the guy driving in a fog
Is that
in
the
my
one that was
brain.
about? Was it Bunny Lee? Is he the one that?
Yeah, it's not. It's I want to say Chess Records. It's not Chess Records. It's,
Chess Records actuds might be it. That sounds when you said that, it made it sound. Is it
I don't think it's Chess Records. Can you look up?
Frenchtown Records?
That's
the place.
the place. Can you look up? Look up like Bob Marley's record label. Just type that, because that guy screwed everybody.
Oh yeah,
Oh, so you know that you know what
I know. I mean, that's music in the '70s in general.
But this guy like set up a recording studio. It was like their Sun Records.
Oh yeah.
So there were 5. It was Tough Gong, Trojan Records, Jad Records, Whale in Soul M, Beverly's. Wait, this is more.
I want to say it's Tough Gong.
Gong.
Upsetter Records, Studio One, and Island Records.
Dude,
maybe it's
click on Tough Gong and see what comes up. Because I think I know who you're talking about. I don't know the guy, but I know the story is coming back to me, and I'm trying to think about it.
So whoever this is, we could have done a little research before the show, but
Unfortunately,
he set up a recording studio, and then because like music was exploding back then in Jamaica, and he was like, "Hey, just come record at my place. We'll put out like 45s and stuff."
Yeah.
But he screwed everybody, and he was like, "I own the song,
yeah,
so I'll record you, but this is now my song." So he was the one making all the money off of that.
yeah.
Damn, he owned everything he recorded.
Yeah,
That's a businessman.
yeah. I mean, he figured that out.
That's really the key to making money is just to know artistic people. That's all you really need to
Yeah.
and own all their shit. My God.
Yeah, find artistic people who don't know a lawyer.
Yeah. Find artistic people that are just like, yeah, man, I just love making music. It's like, oh, you're going to.
Oh, yeah, whoa, hey, step right up. But we were listening to some reggae on the drive to Johnson
Listen to
City.
some Yellow Man. We listened to a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Yellow Man's so good.
Shout out to I have some friends who had an amazing bar in LA called Bar One. It's no longer there, but it was like a reggae bar.
A reggae bar.
Yeah, they would play a lot of reggae roots music. It was a great time.
Yeah. Reggae roots music is one of those because this isn't very reggae centric, but it is like, I mean, it's very like influenced, you can tell. But reggae music is one that kind of has, I don't know, I mean, I don't keep up with it, but I mean, it seems like it fell off hard after like the 70s.
Yeah, I think of all because they had such a explosion of talented people, but then I think
Also, I feel like every person who's big in reggae, they all started in the Wailers, and then it just kind of blew from there.
I think like every art form, you have people who take the art form as far as it can,
Yeah,
and then what's like
it retracts back to wherever. I guess
yeah,
it
like
could
if you
be.
if you think of jazz, I mean, it's like Miles Davis, The Loneliest Monk, not Dexter Gordon was great.
Buddy Rich?
Yeah, maybe he's all right. I'm trying to think of who wrote or who put out The Shape of Jazz together. Ornette Coleman. So these guys like took jazz and just like really stretched the art form as far as they could.
Yeah,
And once they're gone, it's like what's there left to do?
yeah,
Which I think you're seeing it in like some like movies where it's
Yeah.
like once Spielberg and Scorsese and those guys are gone, it's like, yeah, that's it. I mean, that's kind of, I mean, people still play jazz, you know? But to quote, or to paraphrase Rick Pitino, it's like Thelonious Monk ain't coming through that door anytime soon. You know what I mean? Like, so like, yeah, people will buy a trombone, but it's not the art form it used to be.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I think at that
reggae's
point it
got that.
retracts to, I guess, like its roots more. Because I guess I'm sure in Jamaica, reggae is still incredible. I bet it's still the most prevalent form of music.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, in terms of like what it's kind of getting on the radio, there ain't nothing reggae coming on the radio here anytime soon. This is coming from a guy that loves ska music. Believe me, that fell off hard.
Some would say it never stepped up.
Well, we can argue about that on off pod, but
Or on an 8-hour drive.
yeah, on an 8-hour drive. That's what they really limited on the 8-hour drive, if you're curious.
Are we leaving in these water breaks, by the way?
Yes, we are.
This is what the people come here for. Yeah, this I've always wanted to go down there, and but here's the thing, and this is where I'm going to sound a little white woman-ish, which is like, I want to experience like actual Jamaica. I think it's the same as like Mexico. I don't want to do like,
You don't want to go to Cancun. You want to do like
I don't want to go to like resorts, but I also don't want to. I want to come back with my head, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you don't want to go to like someplace dangerous, but you also want to like see it, I guess would be the way to say it.
I want to like mix it up with the locals.
Well, it's the same thing. Like I've always thought that about like traveling somewhere to like, I guess like South Africa or like somewhere like that where it's like I want to like, but it's
a
like
little tough right now.
yeah, well, no, but somewhere like that, it's like traveling somewhere like that, or like my sister went to Zambia and she got to like go to like the countryside of Zambia, and like she said, like the pictures she had from that are so cool. I mean, it's like a National Geographic thing, but it's just like she took it with her iPhone. It's like there's like they like woke up one morning and there was like a giraffe and a zebra like outside of where they were staying. Yeah, I've always wanted to do that, like travel, but like also like really like I guess go like you said like into it, but also like I mean there are certain places.
Yeah. But with like Jamaica, it's like, I'm also like, I don't know, man. Part of me is like, I don't want to live my entire life on Earth and not see some of those places like Africa and stuff. But also, I don't like getting shots.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like malaria.
You know what I mean?
Malaria.
Yeah, like I have met people who had to get like yellow fever shots, and now they have yellow fever forever. So
yes, and then I was gonna say it's like you kind of get a really big ultimatum. It's like take the shots or like ultimately risk something crazy. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's also that thing too. I had a buddy who traveled through Europe when we were in college.
Yeah, I don't know which one's worse.
I had a buddy who traveled through Europe when we were in college, and I remember he said this. He was like, "You go from like London to Paris, and like that's so cool, and then you're like Berlin, then Frankfurt, and he's like, and then Amsterdam, and you're eventually like." I mean, at the end of the day, these are all just kind of cities people live in.
Yeah,
he was like, I mean, you see the big hits, I guess, but then eventually you're like, I mean, it's just a place at some point.
Sure, yeah.
That's where I think countryside aspects of it, I think, come into play. Like, because like Jamaica is like a really beautiful like country in terms of like geography. Same thing with like South Africa. It's like South Africa's got like a beautiful like plains and stuff like that. Where it's like that's what I'd like to see. I mean, Johannesburg is just a town, so
right. Like my heroes, like Teddy Roosevelt. I mean, I would love to do the Amazon like he did, but he almost didn't come out.
Yeah, it's true. Just sail a boat down the Amazon. That'll be coming Monday, episode 500. He's doing it on the Amazon.
On Patreon, by the way.
Patreon, yeah.
So the all this is to say that we did the song Jamaica Mistaica from the Banana Wind album from 1996. This is a peak 90s Buffett.
Yeah. This is
Definitely bald billionaire.
This is bald billionaire.
96.
We're talking about bald trillionaire pretty soon.
Yeah, there were frozen shrimps being shipped all across this country. There were cruise ships, hotels.
This is also the year before I was born.
Moving on.
I had to throw that
2
in there for
years
Mike.
before I was born.
Okay, everybody, let's stay on topic.
Mike, you were what, 30?
Graduating high school. But this song is got a bit of a famous lore in Buffett land, which is he wrote it based on a true story. He was flying out of Jamaica in his airplane called the Hemisphere Dancer, and it got shot at by Jamaican police.
Did they have like an anti-aircraft gun? That's my question.
It's a good. There's a lot of details. I think can we do like a true crime?
Exactly, a true crime documentary about it.
Because I will say right off the bat, and Jimmy, God bless you, rest in peace. I love you. I'm not buying his story.
Yeah, that story doesn't sound right at all.
Because the police shot at him because they suspected he was smuggling weed. So we'll put a pin in that for a second. He says him and his friends wanted to go down for some authentic Jamaican jerk chicken. And I'm calling BS.
Gosh, that's
Now
awesome.
he is rich enough where he could do that.
Okay. First of all, Jamaican chicken stinks.
That's not true. I actually love Jamaican food. We used to have it in Charleston a lot, but we can.
It's not, but dude, he lives in Miami.
That is true. He could easily
That's
get.
a great.
There's
town.
people who
Yeah.
can make that.
Mhm.
You're risking your life for Jamaican jerk chicken.
But also when you have the ability to, I mean, why would you not?
Yes, but the big ripple on this is weed wasn't legal then.
Yeah.
Even for a rich guy like Jimmy Buffett, and you want that good stuff, and there's only one place to go.
Oh, I see. I'm an idiot. For some reason, I thought they thought he was smuggling in. He was smuggling out, like back.
They
to
thought
the
he was
States.
smuggling out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was flying back to the States.
Well,
And so
let's say he was. How did he not get in trouble? Because like I heard, like I mean, I've watched Locked Up Abroad before, and those police in different countries they'll jam you up pretty good.
they don't care if you wrote Margaritaville or not. I mean, they'll bring you down.
They're like, if it wasn't sung by Jimmy Cliff, we don't care.
So the more we talk about this, I think the more this story is unraveling.
Yeah,
Because when you have like private planes, as we know in certain major news stories that are going unreported, you have to declare everything. You have to say who's on the plane, where you're going, all that stuff. So if they just went down there for chicken,
he definitely said something. By the way, when he's talking to the customs people, they're like, "You here for business or pleasure?" And he definitely said, "Pleasure is my business." And they were like, "Keep it moving, bud."
yeah.
And then he was like, "I wrote one particular harbor," and they were like, "We don't care."
We do not care. We don't like record moguls down here. I don't know if you heard the official story.
We got issues.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Seems iffy, yeah.
seems a little iffy, you know. On the plane with him was two members of U2, Bono and not Bono. Bono was on the plane, and
I know Bono being on the plane. That's crazy, right?
yeah, I don't think The Edge.
Okay.
The
I want to
Edge
say Adam Clayton.
The Edge being on the plane would have been funny too.
And here's the thing: as long as Jimmy survived, this wouldn't have been a tragedy because U2
Honestly.
stinks.
If somehow Jimmy could have survived and the other two not.
Right? You're not a U2 guy.
No,
Oh, they stink.
no, they're the worst. They're the worst Irish band ever.
They're just yeah, I agree.
It was Island Records. That was one of the labels I said earlier.
Yeah.
And one of the founders, the founder, I'm sorry, Chris Blackwell was also on the plane.
That's
of
crazy.
Island Records?
Yes.
Of Island. That's why they shot it down. They were mad about him stealing all that money.
I think so.
That's what they were upset about.
Yeah.
I'm going to label this one true crime when I upload it.
True crime. Yeah. Jimmy Buffett, true crime. Wasted away in Margaritaville.
So, yeah, I mean, let's go back to U2 for a second. Have they done anything since, remember when they just dropped albums into people's iTunes?
That was crazy.
What was that
I remember
about?
that. It's never anybody good that you're forced to listen to, you know?
Yeah, I really think as a country, we were not sufficiently upset about that.
Yeah, we really should have been. And honestly, in the day now of like mass outrage, I feel like people would have been like, it would have been a way bigger thing. But then people were just like, I don't know, just don't listen to it. But I was like, the amount of times I plugged in my phone and that song and one of U2 songs has come on, I get infuriated.
Yeah, I'm not a YouTube guy at all, but we didn't even get like a decent U2 album. They
We
gave
didn't
us,
even get like Bloody Sunday or anything.
yeah,
like
it was terrible.
Or New Year's Day.
And if I remember correctly, you couldn't delete it either.
No, you couldn't. It's still on my phone. Like
That
it's
is
still
a-
on there.
Oh yeah, mine too. I saw it
Oh
recently.
yeah.
I really did.
Like when I plug in my phone to like Bluetooth, it will default. Like if I don't have Spotify open, it will default to my Apple Music, and that's the only thing on there.
That was some sort of psyop, right?
It had to be. It's insane.
Do you know the Roy J
Talk
story?
about a Mistaica.
Do you know the Roy J story?
No,
Did I bring this up to you at all?
no.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
So, all right, real quick. There,
If I didn't
This
know,
is-
Aiden sure didn't know.
yeah, you want to talk about Jamaican rabbit holes?
Okay.
That's a good name for something, right?
The Jamaican rabbit hole. That sounds like a weird play from the 40s in football.
That's good. I was hanging out in the basement a couple months ago, feeling pretty groovy, and I went on Reddit and
Ate some jerk chicken.
had some jerk chicken.
That's such a fun code word for that.
Oh yeah. I'm going to say that from now on to get past the YouTube censor. So I had a lot of jerk chicken this night and was reading Reddit, and there was this thread about people asking if anybody had ever heard of this Welsh comedian named Roy J. And can you look him up while we're doing? So people were like sharing videos, and they were like, "I'm from Wales, never heard of this guy." And you watch. There's like only so many clips of him on certain Welsh television shows, and it's really weird to watch.
Is he doing it in Welsh?
No, I mean that's the other thing. He has like kind of a normal accent. I'll get to what his accent sounds like in a second. He's wearing like odd clothing. He kind of looks like a Batman villain almost.
Oh yeah.
And he's doing these things like, yeah, that's him.
Whoa, that is crazy looking.
Here, let Caleb actually look a little closer, because if you look at his eyes,
Yeah, they're like off center or something. That is weird. I would prefer to not look at that again.
So the
that
red-
really freaked me out for some
so
reason.
the Reddit conspiracy is that guy never existed.
What?
Yeah, and that he is a AI creation, and that certain people might have inserted him into the internet.
That would be crazy.
So when you watch a video of him doing comedy, in quotes, like it's not.
Here's the thing where this makes it bad. British people are terrible at comedy, anyways.
I 100% disagree with that. I watched a lot of British comedy. I mean,
Actually, never mind.
yeah,
I think I have said previously on this podcast I like British comedy.
yeah, British comedy is amazing. I mean, Monty Python's British comedy.
Yeah.
Are You Being Served? The Fall and Rise of Reginald Peart. I mean, there's amazing
Fawlty
British
Towers.
comedies. Now Welsh, that's different.
Yeah, that's what I guess Welsh comedy's probably bad.
But
People think he's like an AI creation.
so if you watch him,
I want to look at it again, but it scared me when you showed it.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. He's doing like a weird, like he like moves weird. He's not telling jokes.
Yeah.
So he's doing like weird, like, "Hey, how are you?" It's almost like if the prompt was Robin Williams with like something, because occasionally his voice does sound like, "Oh, how you doing?" You know, and he's doing weird things, and the audience, if there is an audience, that's the other thing. You never see an actual audience, but he's killing, and you're just like,
is he getting interviewed by anybody on these, or is it
no,
just
there's no interview clips. There's only 2 or 3 of
What
him.
record is there of him existing, though? Is there any sort of like, is there a Wikipedia page? Is there anything like that?
That's the thing, but there is, but people are saying like they're basically the conspiracy theory is that he was inserted into the internet with dated things. So this isn't just like a new thing.
Yeah.
That the part of the psyop is that
Gosh, he's creepy looking. I'm looking up stuff right now, and I just keep seeing
that part of the
so odd.
basically the psyop is like, can we do this? Can we put in a
Just
fake human being?
make a guy, yeah.
When you look at his Wikipedia page, you can't, like, there are articles, external links. They're impossible to get to. Like, most of them are like, I don't know, this doesn't exist. This link is broken.
Yeah.
Or it's behind a paywall or something. He has 3 catchphrases, none of which make any sense. So I'll just say them, right? Shit. One is,
Do you think we're gonna like turn one of us into a sleeper cell agent, like turn us on?
yeah. One,
I have 2 of them.
yeah, can you say them?
Okay, one of them is just spook.
Okay, so stop there. He would just be like, ooh, ooh, spook, you know?
Yeah.
Spook is also a slang for CIA.
Mhm.
So let's just put that in our pocket. Also, we found out this originated from not Reddit, but 4chan, which months ago that came to light that's all feds on 4chan. So what's the other? So spook?
Slither hither.
Yeah, he would say slither, which is like putting someone through the internet, slithering through the internet, right? And what's the third one? Oh, the third one is you'll all be doing it tomorrow. And it's like, are they telling us like this is where AI is going? This is where, like, are they testing to see if they can do this?
Yeah.
Because they know they want to see what happens. Like, do people freak out?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because when you watch the videos, you're instantly like, here's why I think AI could maybe never become something. When I watch AI videos, I get like a fight or flight feeling.
Yeah. It freaks me out. I don't like it either. I just like,
and I wonder if AI will like reawaken, especially for like people in first world countries that don't have to deal with predators, basically. Is it going to be a thing of like, oh, this thing is trying to replace me?
Yeah.
So I don't like it. I'm going to reject it outright.
Yeah. I'm 100% about that because as somebody who is like a creative, I guess, in some way, AI in general is an affront to me personally, just because I don't like it. I mean, I get like when people like use it for cheap fixes of like, I just need a poster of a tropical island.
Sure.
Just boom. But like when it's like you're doing like we did this was made by a person.
Yeah.
We
had this Zach Woolmer. I want to say
Zach Woolmer made this.
Shout out
poster.
to him.
Shout out to him. He made that. And like when
he did the flop sweat poster, he does it great.
Yeah, it does great work. And then like, I mean, this was painted by a guy. That was painted by a guy. It's like there's something about that is like unique. And like AI, it is that thing, like it's obviously been like a thing where it's like people are like, we thought we would use AI to like cure cancer and then we would be able to make art. And everybody's like, no, AI is going to make art and we're not curing cancer.
It's not even art. It's here's Freddie Mercury stealing Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, what is
something weird like that? Yeah.
Because like,
Fat
you know,
people falling through bridges.
Yeah.
Which by the way, I mean, yeah, that's gold. But
hey, we're not focusing on the positive stuff.
But when I know it's not a real fat guy who fell through the bridge, I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to see the real deal.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And it's like, it does bring up a good ultimate question. Like, what is the point of art?
Yeah.
What is the point of making something? Because I'll say like, personally, you know, friend of the show, Rob Wentz. Rob and I made a video, short sketch called Yoda Gets a DUI. Which
I remember that. Very funny.
Yeah. Thank you. And it did well. It's got like 1.6 million views on Instagram. It's got like 1.2 on TikTok. So that's almost 3 million views. Then like a couple weeks ago, when Sora released their update, right? So people could do it. There was an literal onslaught of kind of the same video, which is cartoon characters or kid animation characters run afoul of the cops.
Yeah.
A lot of them getting DUIs, you know? One, we noticed that the main guy making them follows both Rob and Flop Sweat. So he 100% saw the Yoda, right? Their video, no offense, pal, but theirs stinks.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like SpongeBob, and the cop's like, have you been drinking? And SpongeBob's like, and drives away.
Yeah.
There's no jokes. There's no nothing. So to where Rob and I like tried our best to write as many funny jokes as we can and stuff like that. To which I'm saying, like, what is the point?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Like, the point of art is to like create and challenge yourself and be like, can we write jokes for this incredibly stupid idea?
Yeah, exactly.
But like make it like super funny. If you just want to like crap something out and get it on the internet, like what fun is that even? You know what I mean?
I think that too. That is kind of like, I don't know. Because that's the thing, like, I mean, I really just don't get people that use like AI stuff. Also, you guys all hung out with me. I'm a guy who prides himself on just knowing a lot of stuff. So if you ever have a question, just ask me and I can figure it out. I found out what ceviche was the other day. It's a Mexican dish, by the way, if you guys didn't know. I didn't even know. I just knew it was in a movie.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But that Roy J thing, man, that I will say that kind of unnerved me. That was a dark night. I kind of went to bed and I was like, dude, is that true?
That freaks me out, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking into it. I mean, obviously, like all I can see online is that it was a real guy. That's like all I can see. But
But what I mean, it does raise the question: was he? Because there were people that were like leaving YouTube comments, being like, "Yeah, I remember him. I think." It's like, do you actually remember him? You know what I mean? And
It is a really just creepy thought in general. Like if someone could be planted in like that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, think of how you could just change history like that. I mean,
yeah,
nuts. Especially if that's a comedian, political person. You insert one of them.
sure.
And people say we're only a Jimmy Buffett podcast. Back to Jimmy Buffett though. I did
let's
like
leave
this.
that nightmare behind.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm sold he wasn't just going for the chicken or for the food. He would Buffett.
Yeah, I don't want to besmirch
Yeah.
our guy, but and he's also as he said, he had a history of
He
moving
smuggled
units.
grass. He ran his share of grass, as he says in the song.
Also, the added layer that the record label executive founder was also on.
Yeah, he wouldn't care about getting chicken. He'd be like, I'll have it flown in from somewhere. He also could have done that.
He also could have done that. I mean, they're all. I mean, Bono's red. What's his charity? Remember how shady that was?
Yeah.
Never give money to a charity.
Never give money.
I know that sounds terrible.
Give money to specific people.
Yeah.
Don't.
Biggest ripoff in the world is charities.
Yes. That's Mike's fins to the left,
Flip it.
fins to the right.
They want the money so bad, get a job.
What? That's my fault?
All right. So Jamaica Mistaica. I don't. This is. Did we already say bald billionaire? This is bald billionaire.
Bald billionaire.
This is also, I don't think, either a happy or sad drinking song. This is like a chill vibe song.
Honestly,
this is a
this is
Jamaican
song
jerk song.
I listened to for this episode and listened to a couple times just to get the idea of it, and have not listened to it again. And really, honestly, don't really care to. I don't know what your connection to the song was, but
I don't love it. I mean, I've nostalgic or sentimental attachments to Banana Wind, the album.
yeah. I love the name of that album, by the way.
Banana
Banana
Wind.
Wind sounds like it'd be an amazing candle from Yankee Candle.
Have I told the Ozzy Osbourne story? Clip it.
I don't think you have. I would remember this.
I went to.
I'm so excited to know if this is told this or not. I can't wait to hear about Roy J again. That's gonna be so.
Well, we gotta think of a code word for another part of the story. But I went to Ozfest in 1997.
Scary.
Yeah.
You're Osborne.
Huh?
You're Osborne.
Yeah, the year you were born, which we've noted many times. Ozfest, and it was supposed to be Black Sabbath's reunion show, and I went by myself because none of my friends were Sabbath guys, and I went, and but I happened to be wearing my Banana Wind tour T-shirt from the year before.
Those guys beat you to death.
Almost, man. I got called, a certain particular word for,
A while.
yeah. So I got called that all day, like at this fest.
Mm-hmm.
At some point I
European Sig?
huh?
European Sig?
Yes.
Okay.
European Sig. And at some point I snapped on somebody and I was like, I like both. Like, you know what I mean? Like, get off my back, man. So, long story short, there was like Power Man 5000 played. I want to say Pantera played, and then it was supposed to be Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
And there already were rumblings that Ozzy was what?
If you tell me they didn't play.
They did not play.
Oh, my
Ozzy
goodness.
did not come out.
That's
that sucks.
That's infuriating.
And dude, you can look this up too. It's a famous story in Columbus. People went nuts. It was like Apocalypse Now, man.
That's crazy.
It was Polaris Amphitheater, and people tore that place up. The fencing started coming up. People were throwing stuff, chairs, deck chairs, all this stuff into
What's the name of the theater? I'm sorry.
Polaris Amphitheater, 1997. They were throwing stuff onto the stage. The bands all.
Why did he
took
not
off.
do it? Was he in a bad way?
Yeah, who knows? He was probably crunked up. All the way I remember it, how I knew it was going to be bad was that the concessions closed early,
Oh God.
and I was like, "That's not good."
That's never good. If they lose a chance to make money, that's something bad is happening.
And people, it was a riot.
This is being at a concert that's gone south is a lot like being on an airplane. If you're worried, look at how the concession guy looks.
exactly.
And if he seems like he's concerned, then you should really,
And I stood in the middle of this thing. Like people were just freaking out, like Woodstock 99 style.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, these people have been calling me European cigarette for hours. And I just booked it, dude. I just like started running through this entire riot to get to my 88 Ford Taurus.
Just seeing a guy in a yellow t-shirt in a sea of black, just like running through.
June 17th, 97.
Yeah.
The riot broke out, of course, because he didn't come out.
Yeah.
But the damage to the venue was broken windows. They tore down the fences, like you were saying. And 23 people were arrested.
Yeah, there was definitely a car on fire because I saw it. Because I ran past it to get to my car.
That's crazy.
There was just a car. And I think see if it says that.
The
Because
idea of you just being surrounded by a bunch of guys in Black Sabbath t-shirts, like in your car, as you're like trying to drive away.
Sprinting.
As you're trying to drive away. And they're like,
see if it has
that's
this.
the guy in the Jimmy Buffett shirt.
Just like screaming, man.
You're probably running so fast they thought you that did something. I was like,
Because my recollection is it was a car. You know, like they put cars on display, like you can win this Kia.
Yeah.
I want to say it was that car.
oh my god,
Like somebody, because it was kind of like it was in the amphitheater.
this is giving me like so much anxiety.
Oh, dude, it was
it's
wild.
It's freaking me out.
Oh no, okay. So I don't see anything specifically about a car being on fire. Definitely believe it. It says many cars were vandalized and messed up.
Oh,
And
dude,
then
I mean,
a lot of brushes and bushes were set on fire.
yeah, because it's like an outdoor amphitheater. So they were tried to set the whole place on fire.
That's crazy. I don't know how angry. I don't know how angry I would be to like do something like that. I don't even know. I don't know. Like it's just being like they're not going to be here. Well, this building's not going to be either.
I just remember booking it, being like, of all the shirts you could have worn today, like,
That is.
you could have picked your Sublime shirt. You could have picked your Foo Fighters shirt.
That's so funny. Just people, the anger people had towards you initially because you were wearing a Jimmy Buffett t-shirt. It's so funny.
It was, I mean, what a day. What a day. It was good times.
They were like,
Definitely a
the
sketch.
realization that you had where you were like, oh, this could all turn against me is like, so that's literally like they tell you like cops that they're like, don't make yourself the enemy. it's like if you respond to like a situation where two people are fighting, don't get in, but like they tell them like don't get in between them because then you'll be the one that's like the focus of the aggression. They're like, you just need to get them to stop fighting.
Yeah.
Did you consider going shirtless?
No, but I think
Did
that
you
would
at any point want to take the shirt off?
No.
Had it not gone south,
I'm on
you'd been
principle.
He
fine.
stood his ground, dude.
Yeah, on principle. I'm a principled person. I was like, no, I'm
That's
wearing
why
the
I've
shirt.
always respected you.
Yeah. I'm
That's
like,
why
I'm wearing
you
the
will
shirt.
Eventually have problems.
But and the ultimate sad part is I never got to see Ozzy.
That is.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
a-
so
Yeah, that was my chance. I felt like, and yeah.
Well, how did they announce that he wasn't coming out?
So my recollection is the
They have
band.
a guy like Aiden go do it.
Yeah.
That's what sucks for him.
Yeah, that sound guy that just gave him a bike.
My recollection is
Yes. Unfortunately,
you? It'll be fine.
it's like, hey, guys, exactly. No one knows him. They don't care if he dies.
so again there were rumblings, right, and the concession stands closed early. But then Sabbath the band came out and they started jamming, and then
I didn't come to see Tony Iommi.
Yeah.
Did he go to the
And then-
hospital? I thought I saw that.
what?
Did he go to the hospital that night? Was that why?
I'm not sure what happened to him. I wasn't
we know
too
why he-
concerned about him.
Yeah, his safety wasn't the top of Mike Postalakis'.
But so the band came out and they were kind of jamming, and then I think definitely members of Pantera came out and Power Man came out, and then they sang. Does it say they sang? They sang one song that everyone was like, okay, because the whoever was singing it was like, I love Sabbath. I've always wanted to play the song live, and people were like, yeah, all right, what's going on here? Then they kind of like they were vamping, and then they went into Crazy Train, and that's when people were like, "Oh yeah, you're not playing
Oh yeah.
Crazy Train." You know what I mean? Like that, and that was. I don't even think they finished Crazy Train. I think the gig, the jig was up.
The Crazy Train had arrived at the station, and it was not.
I had to get to the Crazy Tourists and get the hell out of there.
It doesn't say the songs. It just says that they attempted.
Yeah.
Attempted to play some tribute.
Aiden, if you were the sound guy there, would you have gone out there and announced that he wasn't going to be there?
No, for real. No, like no.
And this kind of like had happened.
Aiden, when I'm a famous comedian and I'm touring and you're my sound guy, I will put you in a situation like that. And I will need you to be prepared.
I mean, imagine they make him walk on the stage.
That's what I'm picturing. It's like a dude walking out there. He's like, "Hey guys,"
just pushing like that.
Brutal. You'd have to shove me out there.
He just kind of walk. Yeah, Aiden doesn't even want to have his picture up on the podcast. Just having Aiden be out there, it's just like, hey guys, so unfortunately, Caleb can't make it tonight. So,
and I had a streak of
we have Mike Postalakis from the podcast here. He said he would do 15.
any requests.
He would do 15.
Can I get the light at 10? I had a bad streak of that because in 1991, I think my brother, and I were going to go see Guns N' Roses and Metallica. That was like the huge show that year. And the show right before Columbus,
I think I've heard this story. Yeah, they didn't go out and there was a riot.
there was another riot.
That's crazy.
I'm starting to think it's me.
I'm never going anywhere with you.
Well, I've also was next door to that shooting. I mean, maybe I'm the psyop.
Maybe you are. That's crazy. That's gonna be weird. Is like people are gonna find you on the internet and be like, "This guy's been at all these major events," and then it's like,
Wait a second. What shooting?
Did I? I feel like I talked about
miss
this.
that?
you told me this story. You did not tell Aiden.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
you know
we just
the-
breezed right past.
Oh, I'm
that
sorry.
one. That's
I'm a little sensitive about telling the same story over and over on the pod.
He was in Vegas when the
That
shooting
shooter.
happened. Yeah.
no shit.
Yeah, that's on my birthday.
Are you serious?
Yeah, October 1st.
Wow.
So
Where? Okay, I want to hear this.
yeah, we were at so that was Mandalay Bay he shot out of. We were at the Rio, which is right next door. And my wife and I, for my birthday, my wife got me tickets to Penn and Teller. Big fan of, shout out to them. Great show.
If you guys want to be on the podcast, feel free to hit us up.
Yeah. And we got out of that show and instantly, because it was happening in the moment, instantly there was like this terrible vibe. And so I'm looking around and I could see a bunch of people gathered at like a bar looking at the TV. And I instantly was like, something's not good. So I told my wife to like hang tight, you know? And I like went over to the bar and looked at the TV and it was like active shooter on the Las Vegas Strip. And I was like, oh, okay, that's happening right now.
Yeah.
And one thing I got to see, or I got to witness like misinformation in real time, because there were all these people at the bar and everyone's on their phone. And then people are, they're just yapping away. And they were like, oh, my buddy who works New York told me that there was a bomb there. And then somebody was like, I heard there's like a second shooter on the actual strip, none of which I think turned out to be true. I also noticed there was a lot of people at the gaming tables who just weren't, they were still going. It's like, you don't leave a hot table.
He's like, all right, well, it's like I'm trying to roll a 7. Let's do this thing.
So I walked back over to my wife and I was like, I don't want to alarm you, but there's a live shooting event literally like outside that door. So I was like, why don't we walk towards the back of this casino and see if we can get back to the West Gate. That's where we were staying. So we were walking and we literally came up to Kiss Indoor Putt-Putt. And I was like, I did want to play this. So I was like, this would be like a great place to hide to because it's all dark, you know? So I bought us 2 rounds of Kiss Putt-Putt. And the guy working it looked at me like, are you out of your mind? And I was like, wow.
This reminds me of like when I've worked jobs, like when I was living in Charleston, there was like an active hurricane and people would walk in and be like, yeah, so I'm going to need 3. And I'm just like, what are you doing here? I'm just like, I'm here because they're paying me.
Yeah. So we played like 4 or 5 holes of putt-putt. And finally the kids working walked over and they were like, and I was like, it got worse. And they're like, oh yeah, we're shutting down. So then,
What did you know at that point?
just that like somebody was shooting at that that country music thing.
Not the extent of how
No,
massive
no.
it was. Yeah.
So then we went through the back of the Rio and we got into a taxi. And funny enough, wait, yeah. We might be getting the geography a little wrong, but I remember we ended up also in the back of the Hooters casino, and somebody was being wheeled out on a gurney, like dead.
Oh, God.
And somebody just goes, shooting? They're like, no. So somebody who had a bad day
Yeah, that's
all around. Spicy garlic wings got to him.
spicy garlic.
So we ended up getting in a cab. Yeah, I think we walked a while, and then we got into a cab. Took forever. The cab driver was like, crazy night, no? We finally got to the West Gate. One bright spot was I had some leftover bolognese from this Italian restaurant we went to that was delicious. So I stayed up all night eating cold bolognese, watching the news. My wife fell asleep. Eventually, I fell asleep and forgot to plug in my phone. So my phone died overnight while I was sleeping. So I woke up and I was like, what do you want to do today? And I plugged in my phone and it came back on and I had like 300 like text messages.
Yeah, everyone was.
Yeah, people being like, are you alive? Where are my parents? Called like 100 times.
That's devastating.
And I was like,
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I had to call them back and be like, oh yeah, I'm fine.
To be on the other end of that is like just thinking about like trying to call somebody and like need to get in touch with them, and it's not that they're not answering, it's that the phone is dead.
They completely
Like, you
forgot to
just-
plug in
yeah.
the phone.
Oh yeah, that's horrifying.
Then we ended up driving down to Mandalay Bay that morning. I have a photo somewhere of the hole that guy busted out, shot through. And you could see it was so close, dude. It was like,
That's crazy.
yeah. And then we never heard anything else about that guy ever again. That just,
Right, yeah.
That was just one of those ones where you're like,
I don't know. We couldn't get into his laptop. I don't know. We tried. Literally, they're like, we tried.
Thank you for sticking around to the conspiracy episode of Coming Monday with
This one's been heavy.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
This has been.
This one's going to get us flagged.
That's when you get a Mike-led episode.
Should we move into tropical humor?
Yeah, on that note, let's do tropical humor.
Let's get us totally demonetized. All right. This isn't a joke. It's more of an impression.
Okay.
This is my impression of the ultra right-wing Jamaican politician. Marriage is between a woman and a man, not a man and a man.
All right.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's all right. I'm not big into impressions, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, this one really went downhill.
This is really a real downer episode with I didn't care for the song, and then also you had a lot of other opinions. I didn't, that song left a little bit to be desired, but
Well, that's all I got.
well, thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Where are we at? This is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Hey, let's cut that back by about 8 minutes when we're doing the editing. Let's cut out some of that stuff.
So we got to keep it all in. People got to know. People got to know Roy J's AI demon.
Yeah.
That shooter was a psyop. My joke stunk.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely keep that part in. And our bomb streak ended. We're going to make people laugh on November 20th at perfect timing. So
Yeah, check us out. You got any final thoughts?
that's it. Song didn't really care that much for, but you know what? I'm sure we'll have a better one next week.
Yeah, absolutely. So check out our next episode coming Monday.